Welcome back. This is Arden Thomas, the Cincom Smalltalk Product Manager. If you are new to the product or have not used it before or want to basically see how to walk through, I'm going to walk through and build the example application that we built step by step so you can recreate it yourself if you are unfamiliar with the product. So the first thing I'm going to do is double click on visual64.im to start the VisualWorks application. So you basically want to start that up. Immediately you want to rename it, and we'll rename it here as value example. I'm going to close this. We don't need that. Now I'm going to come here, load parcels named, and I'm going to load the UI painter, which I'll see right here. I'm going to open up the painter, make it a little larger, maybe make it this size. Here is my input field. It'll tell me I'm going to place an input field. I'm going to go to slider. It tells me it's a slider. And click here and make that a little larger. Now I'm going to click off the widgets so I can give the canvas a name. I'll just call this example app. Pressed enter to apply it. Notice it puts that name right there. So now I want to click on the input field and I want to make the aspect number holder. You want to follow something where you can give it an ID, where you can access it programmatically if you ever need to. So I'm just going to call it number holder, and I'm going to make the type it holds number. And I will apply that. Now I'm going to click on the slider. I'm going to share the same aspect, number holder. Slider 1 is fine. Let's start at 0. Stop at 100 and increment by 1. I'm going to apply that. Now, something in preparation to installing this, I'm going to go to a browser here, go to Package, New Package, Value Examples, I'll call this. Click OK. Now I have a package where I can put my application. Good idea to do that. So now I'm going to come here and install this. It's going to say class. I'm going to add a class. I'm going to click on that plus. It gives me the opportunity to put it into a package. We just created one. I type V, value examples. We'll choose that. Name. I'll call this value app 1 as an example. The rest of this is fine. I'll click OK and OK. Now I have that. So what next? Well, with nothing selected here, click on define number holder. You can add, I'll leave the add initialization on to show you, but I'm going to remove what it does because I want to do something a little different. I think that is a better practice. So I'll go OK. Here, this will show you, this will give you a browser on the application. So here, if I click on the number holder method, it basically defined, and this is called lazy initialization. If it's not nil, it returns it. If it is nil, it initializes it. And that's a good practice at times. For my example here, I'm going to just have it do the bare bones, return that, and get rid of everything else. Then I'm going to come here and say create initialize release. This is a category I just created. Now in that category, I'm going to create the initialize method. As soon as it highlights it there, I can tab. That's my autocomplete. And I'm going to say number, I just typed in number holder. I arrow down and tab number holder gets 0 as value. And what that does, in fact, creates if I highlight that, right-click, inspect, I can see that creates a value holder with value 0. And I have no dependence right now, but any dependence will be notified whenever this value changes. And that's going to be a key part of how this works, of how basically value models work in general. They let anyone who's registered an interest know when the value has changed. So we've done that. Let's open the application. Let's actually go to the cloud. This will open the application. And okay, I have an issue. Okay, the issue was I had not accepted this method. Whenever you complete a method, you can right-click and accept, or I usually do a Control-S. So this hadn't been accepted. It couldn't find number holder because it hadn't been initialized. So with that done, click on this right here, which will open the application. And there we go. If I type in a number here like 95 and press enter, this automatically reflects. So what it does, changing this updates the number holder. Number holder lets anybody who's registered an interest, which is both these widgets, that it's changed, and this updates. Likewise, if I move this, notice how my value up here changes. And that's a very simple, very trivial, simple example of how value model works. And I'll be talking more and more about how to leverage different types of value holders, value models rather, to simplify your applications and make them very simple, robust, modular, and powerful. If you have any questions on any of this, please send me an email, athomas@cincom.com. Until next time, good luck and enjoy using Smalltalk.